We've got our pork ribs. Take these out. Our sticky glazed ribs. And then we can lift these out and put a rack of the ribs on here.
How many are we inviting you for?
It's just me and thee, lad. What?
Can you see the size?
It's just me and you.
Oh, gosh.
Christmas means good food, old friends, and great conversation. And today, I've got all three. How you doing, boss? You all right? Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Because the king of TV chat, Sir Michael Parkinson's dropping by for dinner. We're both proud Yorkshiremen and huge pork lovers. So today, I'm cooking him the best present I can think of. Now, I know you're a big fan of this particular meat as well.
I love pork, absolutely. I hate turkey as a Christmas dish. Right. I hate turkey full stop. And this is the perfect Christmas dish in my view. Wonderful. I'm looking forward to it.
What do you normally have it with? How do you normally have yours then?
Well, I just have a loin of pork, basically. The big crispy thing is all that stuff, all that bit, you know, the traditional apple sauce and all that.
So do you venture into the kitchen then or not?
Not if I can help it. I mean, I learned how to cook when I was a kid.
Well, hopefully you're going to learn a little bit more now. Because what we've got in here, we're going to basically do spare ribs and pork belly, but with a barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Right, and it's really simple, I promise you.
Yes.
All right? It's fantastic, full of flavour, tastes delicious. I start by placing the ribs and pork belly into a large saucepan and covering both with cold water. Are you all right with a knife?
Depends.
What do you mean? It depends on what?
Depends on what with.
Right. Are you all right with that one?
Yeah.
Armed with that. It's very sharp, all right?
Yeah.
So, carrots, first of all.
Big pieces, little pieces.
Decent pieces, like that. Like that. We're going to chop it all up. So what was Christmas like for you then?
It was at home. The restaurants were unheard of.
Yeah.
Everybody chipped in. I had an auntie who was a wonderful pastry chef and...
this one?
And thanks. Yeah. And downwards, that way. Pastry chef and
your fingers.
Made lovely mince pies and things like that.
Right.
And my granny always did the main course.
Yeah. And
my father would do the potatoes,
because
because he liked them crispy and all that stuff. I'm being very careful because I nearly chopped my finger off the other day.
OK.
That's
it? It's fine.
Okay?
That's fine. That's all right. That's all we need. Add the chopped carrots and onions to the pan, along with some Christmas spices, including cinnamon, bay leaves, star anise and cloves. Bring this to the boil and gently simmer this for about an hour, OK?
Yeah.
Now, while that's simmering over here, we're going to make our amazing barbecue sauce, all right? So, have you ever made barbecue sauce before?
Never.
Never?
Oh, it is the first.
Well, you can go home and impress the wife because you now know how to make barbecue sauce. Even with 3 ingredients is all you need. We're going to glam ours up, but all barbecue sauce is light brown sugar, soy sauce, and ketchup.
Wonderful. Sounds simple enough, yeah.
That's it. Now, because we've got the pork in here, and I've got to do something special for you, we'll then just use the Bramley apples, all right? Which I absolutely love. So we're going to use those as a base. Apples are great with pork, which we know you love.
Yes, indeed.
And it was an important sort of cut of meat for you around Christmas time, wasn't it?
We had a pig. We used to club together, about 8 of us, and buy this pig.
Right.
And we used to get it back of our next-door neighbour's garage and keep it there for all year and feed it and all the potato peelings and all that stuff. And then the gamekeeper used to come down and kill it. And it lasted till Easter time, I suppose. But then one year, somebody nicked our pig.
Somebody nicked the pig?
Pinched it.
But that didn't go down too well with all
It did not, absolutely not, no. It was a very bad Christmas after that, I have to tell you.
So what was replacing the pig when somebody nicked it?
I think a bacon sandwich.
Now melt some butter in a pan and cook the apples for a few minutes till they're soft. Next, add the sugar, soy sauce and chili ketchup. Then add some teriyaki sauce, tamarind and maple syrup. Bring the sauce to the boil and stir on the heat for 5 minutes until the apple is smooth.
Oh, it's wonderful. I mean, that is dreamy. Beautiful.
All right?
Yeah, I love it.
So what's Christmas like for you then now at home? You have all the family around? Or?
Been in Australia for the past, I suppose, 20 years or more. In the main at Christmas time.
Right.
So you have then the Australian equivalent of what we try to do here.
And what's that like?
Well, I mean, it's madness because what they do, they pretend it's cold. So it's about 90 degrees in Sydney. We're in this restaurant, and Father Christmas arrives outside with sleigh bells and all that, and gets out of the sleigh and falls down because he collapses through heat stroke. So then we have this problem of taking his beard off and all that.
It's not the same as in Yorkshire, though. Once the ribs and the pork belly have cooked, allow them to cool in the pan. Then place the ribs onto a baking tray and put the pork belly to one side. The great thing about this is you can make these in advance. Right, stick these in the fridge, in the liquid, and forget about it. I think that's everything out of there.
What was that thing that came out of it?
What's that?
What was that? It was a piece of... Oh.
Cinnamon stick.
Oh, I see. Oh.
Did you thought it was just a piece of wood that
piece
fell
of firewood, yeah.
Bit of firewood.
What it looked like. Can I just put it?
There you go. Now spoon half your barbecue sauce over the ribs and place them in a hot oven for 10 to 15 minutes, basting halfway through. Now, while that's cooking, we can then turn our attention to this. And you've got the pork belly here.
Yep.
Now, the great thing about this, if you take it into chunks, to get the pan nice and hot, I'm going to crisp up the fat, okay? So this is just the belly pork, like that. So we're going to colour this slightly. You'll need to fry the pork bellies fat side down until they're golden brown. Then turn them onto the other side before spooning some of the barbecue sauce over the top. See, you're smiling at it.
Well, I just think it's not very slimming, is it?
Look, it's my house. What do you expect?
Wonderful.
I get accused in this game of sort of using too much butter and cream and everything else. But I figure if I didn't use it, then there wouldn't be the need for healthy cookbooks.
This is true.
Well, at least alongside the ribs and the pork belly, I'm serving a slimline side salad of baby gem lettuce with a white balsamic vinegar dressing. The meat is ready, so let's pull this pork fest together. We've got our pork ribs. Take these out. Our sticky glazed ribs. And then we can lift these out and put a rack of the ribs on here.
How many are we inviting you for?
It's just me and thee, lad. What?
Can you see the size?
It's just me and you.
Oh, gosh.
Then we're going to grab the sauce, sprinkle over the top. A final flourish with some chopped spring onions, and we're ready to dive in. Almost.
The pork pie?
I know.
Ah.
This is just for you.
Oh, gosh, how wonderful. This is my idea of paradise. I'm regarding paradise.
It's a pork fest.
It is indeed.
You take the salad.
Yes, sir.
And I'll take this.
Lovely.
Bon appetit.
Ah. Where are we going?
There's no starter, I'm afraid. This is it.
No starter. It's true.
Happy with that?
Well, it's proper food. There you go. The sauce is wonderful, isn't it? It's just right. That's sort of syrupy, tangy at the same time. Yeah. Gorgeous. You need a lot of these.
Well, that's the maple syrup, I think.
You make an absolute pig of yourself, don't you? You end up dribbling, and you end up so sauce all over your nose and your face.